Hello students, I am Dr. Jamuna presenting for BSc Chemistry first sem General Chemistry paper with the topic stoichiometry. Under that I am going to discuss about oxidation number of an atom in a molecule, oxidation number versus valency, that is comparison, and lastly we will discuss about applications of oxidation number. The oxidation number of an atom is defined as the charge assigned to an atom based on certain arbitrary rules. So let us look for such rules. What are those rules which will be helping in calculating oxidation number? The oxidation number of an atom is 0 in elemental form. The oxidation number of simple ions is equal to the charge on the ion. For example, if you take sodium ion, it is having +1. Similarly, chlorine in the chloride ion is -1. In a polyatomic ion, suppose if we consider permanganate ion, which is carrying -1, dichromate ion 2-, oxalate ion 2-. Here it is the sum of oxidation numbers of all the atoms is equal to the charge on the ion. The oxidation number of hydrogen is +1 when it is combined with a non-metal, as we see in the case of methane, ammonia, water, hydrochloric acid, etc. But the oxidation number of hydrogen is not +1 when it is combined with a metal, as what we see in the case of lithium hydride, it is -1. Sodium hydride, calcium hydride, lithium aluminum hydride, these are all contain -1. The oxidation number of oxygen in oxides is -2. In peroxides, it is -1. And suboxides, if you take, it is -half. It is fraction, and in F2O it is +2. The oxidation number of alkali metal, that is sodium, alkaline earth metal, that is calcium, and halogen atoms in halides, they are +1, +2 and -1 respectively. The sum of the oxidation numbers of all the atoms in a neutral compound is always 0. Suppose if you take water, so hydrogen is having +1. So 2 into +1 is +2, plus oxygen is carrying -2. So it is 0. Let us look into the comparison of oxidation number versus valency. Valency is the combining capacity of an element, whereas oxidation number is the charge assigned to an atom based on certain rules. Valency is only a number, whereas oxidation number is a charge and it has either positive or negative sign. Valency cannot be 0, whereas oxidation number, it can be 0, as what we saw in the case of water, it is 0. And similarly, if you take carbon in dichloromethane, it is 0. Valency is always a whole number, whereas oxidation number, it may not be a whole number. For example, iron, if you take in Fe3O4, it is 8/3. So it may be fraction also. Valency of an element is fixed. For example, carbon is having always the valency is 4, whereas oxidation number may be different. For example, if you take carbon in methane, it is -4. Carbon in ethane, it is -3. And the oxidation number of carbon in chloroform, it is -2. Similarly, in carbon tetrachloride, it is +4. Let us pass on to the application of oxidation number. First application, look into this. To identify a redox reaction. This is the most common function of oxidation states. Remember, oxidation involves an increase in oxidation number, whereas reduction involves a decrease in oxidation number. Either increase in oxidation number of one atom and decrease in oxidation of the other is observed, or the same atom may undergo simultaneous oxidation and reduction reaction. Identification of oxidizing and reducing agents. In terms of concept of oxidation number, an oxidizing agent or oxidant is the substance whose oxidation number decreases in the chemical reaction. Because it accepts electron, it gains electron. As a result, oxidation number decreases in the chemical reaction. It is the substance that itself undergoes reduction. Whereas reducing agent or reductant, it is the substance whose oxidation number increases in a chemical reaction by losing electron. Thus, the substance itself undergoes oxidation. Third application is to identify whether the given compound behaves as oxidizing or reducing agent or both. Suppose if we consider potassium permanganate, it acts as oxidizing agent since manganese is in its highest oxidation state. H2S acts as a reducing agent since sulfur is in its lowest oxidation state. H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, acts as a reducing as well as oxidizing agent in different reactions since oxygen is in intermediate oxidation state. For this, I have referred Bhal A, Bhal BS and Tuli GD. The textbook is Essentials of Physical Chemistry and Principles of Physical Chemistry by Puri, Sharma and Patania. A textbook of physical chemistry by Negi AS and Anand SC. So you can refer any other physical chemistry textbooks also, which provides information about oxidation, reduction reactions, oxidizing, reducing agents, oxidation number, oxidation state, etc. So this is Digital Learning Department of Collegiate Education is presenting these videos for you. Thank you.